Hello everyone! Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I am Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian, High Remembrancer, and Arbiter. Well, we're back at it again, huh? Back for more FUGA. And, well, I don't think we're going to finish the game, but we're definitely going to make some progress on it. I think we're getting into the endgame now. I apologize if I seem a little out of it. Maybe I seem a little, quieter, or I don't seem as put together. I started a diet today, so I am not all here. I'm mentally, I'm not physically hungry, but I am mentally hungry. So, my body tells me I should eat, but I really don't need to. So, yeah, I'm trying to snap my brain out of that. So, I apologize if I seem a little quieter, or, yeah. But regardless, let's not waste any time and jump right into it, shall we? Alright, let's hope it yeah, there we go. Perfect. Actually, I might want to move. I think I might be a little bit in the way. Hold on a minute. Let me kind of move myself out of the way a bit here. There. Well, George, you're kind of in the way, bud, but nah, it's fine. Y'all are used to that. Unless I can. Let's see, can I? Nope. So unfortunately, George is here forever. The only way for him to go away is for another person to take his place, another wisp. But that would involve me looking angry or pissed off, and I don't want that. So let's not waste any time, and let's just get into it, shall we?
You cannot banish me, Father. I am like a parasite.
Yeah, I know. You're spreading everywhere, and you're infesting everything you get your little tendril into. Alright. We got a lot of money. But first things first, we always go to the cafe. Better stock up good if you're making your way to Mastiff. A merchant friend in town tells me they've got something extra special for sale. Never hurts to be prepared, right? Where there's life, there's hope. Remember that. Meat lover. My wife asked me to do the grocery shopping, but I wound up spending 2 weeks worth of our budget on meat. Here, have a potato. Thank you so much. Now I can go home and live to see another day. Here, take some of this meat as thanks. Bah, oven's good and busted. Won't be cooking much without it. That's a real shame. Sure is, but not much I can do. Come back again sometime. Alright, so. Let's see, they are selling higher grade seeds, which we definitely want. So, and we only gotta buy them once, so. There we go. That should be plenty. Now, to the material shop. Alright, we're now in the heavy category, so we need steel, or, actually I take that back.
You can't remove me. Get styled on, you technicolor nerd. I am the true Forest King. All bow down to George, Grand Supreme Ultimate Wisp.
You do realize I could pick you up and yeet you into next week, right? You barely function sometimes. You can't even eat properly. We give you food and all you do is shove your whole body into it. Anyway. We need steel. We need standard batteries, which are... how expensive are they? Ooh, we want that. We do want that bamboo rod. Let's see. Buy some lead line, some nylon line, just to be sure. And then, how much is a standard? Okay, we can do that. Also, we can sell that golden lens for 2,000, which is helpful. Oh, right, and we don't need these barrels anymore. We don't need the small ones because we're using heavy barrels now. Don't need these either. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Now, expanding the workshop is going to require complex tools and stuff. We're not going to worry about that right now. We'll find complex tools as the story goes on. Right now we need small heavy barrels. Yeah, small heavy barrels, large heavy barrels. Just heavy everything. We can get the reactor, but we need steel and heavy stuff. So... we can also, and like I said, I'm realizing now, we can also sell a lot of our normal stuff. So no more normal cartridges, no more normal coils, and no more normal breaches. We also don't need I don't think we need metal plate anymore. Yeah, we moved on to steel. Let's see. Might as well get there, like that. Yes, George is a cat that can float. Yes. Frightening. Alright.
Meow.
Yeah, that. Pretty sure we don't need normal blueprints anymore, because we've kind of moved on from that. Yes, we do not need normal blueprints anymore. We also don't need basic tools, because we're not using them anymore. Pine wood we don't need. We don't need birch wood either. So yeah, we don't get all of our money back, but we do get a good amount of it back. In case of emergencies. Again, in case of emergencies. Alright, we're good. Let's roll. Y'all can hear me alright, right? Like, is the game louder than I am, or is it a good balance? I need to know. Like, if I'm coming through pretty well and y'all can hear parts of the music, otherwise I will adjust the volume. Okay, cool. Thank you, telling. You seem bothered again. Is there something you're looking for? No, not exactly. Yes, yeah, I am, looking for something, I mean. Okay, then, how about we search for it together? No, that's okay. It's a secret. Yeah, a feminine sort of secret, if you catch my meaning. You're like 12. Amina's not here, so... And also, I'm a dumbass 31-year-old male, because I'm a male imp, so, like, I don't think you need secret feminine products right now. You're 12. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she doesn't need to worry about that. And Malt, you shouldn't be falling for this.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I guess I still have a bad habit of sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. Hana used to give me hell for it, too. Right. Anyway, I'm glad you and Jill were finally able to come to an understanding.
Wait.
Me too. I guess he isn't such a bad guy after all. Though, I still think he has a lot to pay for. He's caused a lot of harm. Hey, Red Mage. Hello, Kizu. Hello, everyone. Malt, there's something I need to tell you about my father.
Zaruk?
Ah, the lovers' quarrel has come to an end. I see. Well, glad am I to see it. We were never fighting to begin with. Oh, please accept my apologies once more, Master Malt. And Miss Vanilla, was it? Huh? You remember my name? I mean, you honor me, good sir. I've got a fairly decent memory is all. Speaking of which, I brought you the latest issue of the comic pages. Thank you.
Merci.
Much appreciated as always. But are you sure it's okay to keep giving us these for free?
Oui.
For you, Bunch, absolutely. You help inspire the work in a way, after all.
Huh?
Huh? I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next myself.
Du comptes sur toi.
Don't keep me in suspense too long, lad.
Eh.
Shouldn't I be the one in suspense?
Eh bien?
Right you are. Well then, until we meet again, lad. Still not entirely sure who that guy is. What a strange fellow. I wonder if he knows anything about father.
Je m'excuse.
I just remembered there's something I need to take care of. You can head back in without me.
Huh?
Vanilla, wait! Huh. There she goes. Hey there! I know it ain't right asking kids your age, but can you spare anything for a guy down on his luck? Wow, I'm not a kid anymore, which is basically saying, yeah, so you shouldn't be asking me. Sorry, but no, I've got money here. Wow, you mean it? I promise I'll repay you someday. Can you help a fellow American who's down on his luck? Shake my hand. Uh-oh. This definitely should have been part of that last shipment. And I missed this. I'm gonna be in for it now. Hey, you there! You're the kids from that big old tank, yeah? Bet you need all sorts of supplies, huh? Here, take this. On the house. Just get out of here with it before anyone sees you. Okay, thanks. I mean, patched up batteries are basically worthless to us, but okay. Where did that man go? I've already lost sight of him. Here. Huh? This is for you. Wait, who is this from? Not sure. Couldn't see his face. Some tall old man. Was he wearing a weird mask? Didn't really get a good look. Anyway, see ya. Who keeps doing this? Father. I'll only tell you once more, Vanilla. The Belenos is so close to being whole, you mustn't stand in the way of its completion. If you cannot convince your allies to halt their obstruction, use the device in this box to halt the tank you ride in instead. I am unable to leave and handle things myself. The future of Gosco is in your hands alone. Love, Father. Come on. What's inside the box? Sure as hell. What's in the box? What's in the box? Could this really be?
C'est impossible.
Yeah. This should automatically make you suspicious. Or better yet, if, again, I don't know what it is, but if it's freaking you out that much, that should automatically make you realize, wait, my dad wouldn't want this. Surprise, pocket nuke.
Oh no!
Oh, pocket nuke, oh no. Chapter 10, The Interrupted Serenade. Belenos was created with more than just combat in mind. It's also able to regenerate objects and revive lost lives. You've seen how I was able to bring back those Burman units that went down in the war, right?
Huh.
If I can finish and pilot the completed Belenos, I should be able to bring back the dead, too.
Oh mon dieu.
Well, I'm about to test it now. If I can bring you back, then I can fight your friends without this dark cloud hanging over us.
No.
Huh?
You're talking about Mama? That's impossible. Any trace of any shred of her existence is long gone.
Huh.
But your biodata is still stored here in the Belenos. Probably left over from your disastrous teleportation attempt.
Oh mon dieu.
Listen, this isn't like the old days. I'm not blindly following anyone's orders anymore. I feel like I've been given a second chance. A new lease on life to do what I want. And I want to face off against you all at my strongest with no holds barred. That's why I'm bringing you back. Not just for you. For me.
Bien.
Alright. I've been sent the coordinates for our final destination. Let's get a move on. Yeah, I'd be asking from where to. Oh well.
En ayant laissé partir Jill, les enfants désormais sans but faisaient errer le Taranis.
After deciding to trust in Gilles and allowing the Belenos to depart, the children drove on in their tank with no particular destination. Hello, Demon Goddess. How you doing? Hey, you sure it was a good idea to let Gilles slink off like that?
Ouais.
I don't think he was lying when he said he wanted to help Hana. I feel like he really meant what he said. Okay, then. What are we supposed to do now? Let's do whatever's in our power to do. Those Burman monstrosities may still be running amok through Gasco. The Gasco army could likely use some help taking them out. Currently fighting off a breakdown, though. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm no psychiatrist or psychologist or anything, but if watching this helps you calm down and helps you relax, then I've done my part. Just, you're welcome here, no matter what. Just sit back and relax and just data dump things. Don't worry about anything for a while, okay? I hope that helps.
Ouais.
We should be careful with how far we push this tank. It's probably not a good idea to rely too heavily on its power. Oh, yes, because the crazy AI system, you know, totally doesn't kidnap kids and throw them in the soul cannon.
C'est vrai.
Well, even so, Demon Goddess, I'm one of those types of people that likes to help everyone. And when I can't help someone, it does mess me up, so... But if you say don't to worry about it, I won't. But I do hope that you'll be able to relax here. Good call. Let's move out and keep our wits about us. You know, things would probably be less confusing if you actually talked to someone, Vanilla, but you just seem to not want to do that. Cannon. Hey, little Timmy, want to go to space? That's not cool. That is not cool. Like, when I grow up, I want to go to the moon. Why wait? There we go. Whoop, wait.
Sword?
And that's maxed out. Might Might I inquire more about your life in Petite Mona, Kyle? Be my guest. Life out in the country starts starting to appeal to you or something? Again, I've talked about this a few times, but I love the fact that in the first game, Kyle spoke like he was from the city, but now it's been a year, and the country accent is starting to work its way into him. So, starting to something, like, I love that. Good on ya. Look, I'm a country boy, so I love it when games do this. Simply bitten by the curiosity bug is all. How long did it take you to grow accustomed to the lifestyle of Petite Mona? Honestly, it wasn't until we got back from the war a year ago. I hated the place up till then. Right there in the writing. That's why because some people were like, wait, he's been in Petite Mona for a few years. How does he still have his city accent? Right there. Because he hated the place so much, he didn't want to accept it as home. Now that he has, he's accepted the accent. That's really good writing. Yeah, well, frankly, there ain't nothing wrong with a southern accent. Now, granted, that's deep south. How y'all hear me normally talk is like normal south. Correct, Andrea. He relaxed and lowered his guard. And look, there's different types of southern dialect. There's the one you're hearing from me, or y'all have heard from me. Then there's deep south, which is like Texas. So, southern English, not southern American. Well, even so, because like, because I'm trying to remember Demon Goddess. Actually, wait, because Demon Goddess probably knows who Richard Sharp is. That Sean, not only the books, but the TV show that Sean Bean was in. I know Sean Bean has a Yorkshire accent, so you hear, "Come on, you bastard!" He goes, "You yellow-belly bastard!" Because to me in the South, it's bastard. Apparently to a Yorkshire accent, it's bastard. I'm sorry, I love languages. I just think words are funny. But again, I've been to London, and I know that, depending on what parts of the UK you're in, just going up north or south will determine what your accent sounds like. Bastard. Yeah. Yeah, language is hilarious.
Eh bien.
That's so. Yes, Vanilla, language is hilarious. You would know. Apparently in this game's universe, you speak 2 languages, French or Japanese. Truth is, I'm not sure I'm even accustomed to the place now. Still hate the stench, for one.
Don't doubt.
I sense no contempt for the village and how you speak of it, though. Surely you do not detest it. I like it because the gang's all there.
Eh bien.
By which you mean Malt and the others. The war put us all through a lot together. We know each other inside and out. The good and the bad. I had friends back in Parisia, sure. But none I knew and trusted like I do everyone here. So I like living with all of them. And it just so happens Petite Mona is the place we're at.
Tu vois.
Home is wherever those we feel at home with are, I suppose. The loss of Parisia saddened me greatly. But perhaps I, too, might find a new place to call home.
Oui?
Oh, wait, I have to go. Yes, hold on, let me come over. Yes, I don't know why that was blocked. Yes, Demon Goddess. In this universe, all the this Gasco is basically France. It's a post-apocalyptic, humanity's long extinct. But Gasco is basically France. So, you've got different kinds of French dialects, and in this game, there's only 2 dubs, a French dub and a Japanese dub. I'm doing the French dub because I think it gives the game more character. Good to hear. We're stuck in this bucket of bolts for the time being, though. Do you not consider this your home, for now?
Eh bien.
I find myself feeling so... Sure I do. We got everyone here, even Lady Vanilla herself, yeah? You tease me so. You ought to come visit Petite Mona sometime. Take in all the great aromas. Perhaps I will. Sort of Demon Goddess. By the way, this game is on Xbox. Both FUGA 1 and FUGA 2 are on Xbox. I think you can get them on Game Pass or something. But, yes. Humanity was made extinct, but these powerful AI machines that existed basically saw how humanity cared for dogs and cats as their own children, and basically thought, oh, so these were meant to inherit the planet after humans. Okay, well, I'll elevate them then. So yeah, they became elevated. Thousands of years later, of course. A lot of people are tired.
Salut.
Oh, only... Okay, well, you can get FUGA 1 on Steam, on a Switch, and a bunch of other stuff. FUGA 2, yeah, is on Game Pass. Alright, a lot of the kids wanted to sleep, so... Alright, we got 2 people who want to sleep, but this is a good time to get more experience.
T'es pas haute.
Je sommeille.
The tank is full of EP.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of which, I should mention, I know Andrea knows about this, but because so many of y'all love this game as much as I do, there is another FUGA picture coming. The main one y'all have seen is the one with me as a wolf caninu with malt. Which
Show love 100 bonjour amour salut tout le monde. FUGA goes on sale frequently. I follow an ex-translator for CC and he'll boost the sales.
That is-
Hype love 1 Zaruk, Miles Zaruk, George Zaruk.
That is correct. Yes, I do too. One of the translators for FUGA, both games, actually is on Twitter, and he doesn't work for CC anymore, the company. But every time the game has a sale, he announces it. But as I was saying, love you, baby. Y'all have seen the picture I've shown, like on Twitter when I go live. That's basically the attention grabbing piece to show that I'm doing this game. But the long-running joke of that Amina, Andrea, and a few other people started by basically saying that I had adopted all of these children is getting made into a picture where it's going to be me with some of the kids and then a horrified expression where I realize, did I just adopt a platoon full of children? Because the answer is yes. Yes, I did. Like, I'm adopting all of... But Zaruk, some of these kids have parents. Did I fucking stutter? I'm adopting these children. Let's see. Right. We gotta, make sure we plant our food. It's weird. Okay, I'm about to say something weird, and if y'all get it, you get it. But if you don't, that's fine. I don't know why. This game, maybe it's because the kids have to grow their own food and basically take care of stuff here. But I always get a Boxcar Children vibe from this game. Maybe it's because all these kids are basically living together in this tank trying to do everything. Oh, come on, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a monster. Okay, I'm an imp, not a monster, but still. I wouldn't gun down their parents so I could adopt them. Fritz goes from 0 dads to 1 dad again. Yeah, if anything, Brits, it's Brits. Yeah, Brits I can adopt, because Brits doesn't have a dad. Hey, now that we're back together again, maybe you can give me some advice. Certainly. On what?
D.
So back home, I help my dad on the farm and my mom in the restaurant, see?
Ooh la la.
Lending your parents a helping hand is a wonderful thing. And so I was wondering if maybe spells could help out with chores like that.
C'est vrai.
Well, I can't use such spells myself, but there are many that would, yes. Some spells aid crop growth, and others have long been used in rituals to bring about changes in weather.
Ah, d'accord.
Is praying for a good harvest kind of like the same thing? I mean, Kinda? Yeah. Very similar, in fact. How about cooking, then?
C'est vrai.
I do know a trick to make a dish taste better.
Wow.
I knew you would.
Oui.
This one is so easy, anyone can do it. You start by picturing those who will partake, wish for a delicious flavor, and get to work preparing.
Ah bon?
Hey, that sounds like something I can do. Yes, some of the children are orphans, some of them. But some of them also got their parents back.
Laissez-moi faire.
Alright, let's upgrade some of our stuff here.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Oh blanc.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Laissez-moi faire.
Quoi donc? Salut.
Salut. Salut. It's just an informal way of saying hello.
Huh?
How in the world does this all even work?
Oui?
Is something amiss with these parts you seem to be looking over?
Ouais.
This tank here. It's some sort of fusion of the Tyrannus and the Tarascus, yeah?
Affirmative.
So it seems. I fail to understand the exact methods, but it is as though they were molded together like clay. Hard to believe, eh? Wish I could have seen it happen with my own two eyes. We hardly understood how those tanks ran in the first place, but this just goes to show we knew even less than we thought.
Effectivement.
Indeed, though it might be a tool for war, the technology here is captivating. Hard for engineering sorts like us to ignore this sort of tech, huh?
No.
We may never unravel all its secrets, but I would very much like to give it our best effort. Perhaps we might even make some improvements to the tank.
Ouais.
Know what? Think I might join you in brainstorming something like that.
Affirmative.
I'd be honored if you do. Sorry, salute is more formal, yes. But it's also used among friends. Because remember, Socks is a nerd! So of course he's gonna address everyone, like, really professionally.
Laisse-moi faire.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Lentement.
Laisse-moi faire.
Again. Actually, wait, no, we need to make food. Actually, no, hold on.
Salut.
Get these two to level 5.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Preach?
Malt, might I ask you more about the war? Why are you asking a 13-year-old about his war stories?
Ouais.
Sure, as long as it's something I know about.
Eh bien...
How did you all push ahead despite the perils you faced? What went through your minds? Same as what's going through yours, I bet. Meaning... You're here because there's something only you can do, and something you're not willing to give up, right?
Ouais.
It was the same for me. I wanted to save everyone who got taken away. That's why I fought on. A valiant cause indeed, but what I seek to do is, yeah, we know, revenge. You're doing the right thing. That's what I believe. You do! Some might disagree, but letting doubt creep in will only break us down, leave us questioning ourselves, or worse, get us killed. For better or worse, we've had to put blind faith in what we were doing and push on ahead. But
Ouais.
I told myself I was not only gonna save people, but also make sure I didn't lose any of my friends while I was at it.
C'est moi pour grand.
What kind of leader would I be otherwise? When my sister joined the army to defend Gasco, I imagined she was of a similar mind.
Ouais.
Don't doubt it. We feel called to protect the people we lead. It's only natural. Kind of like how I feel called to protect these kids. Maybe it's... Look, I'm a big brother. My little brother's only 4 years younger than me, but even so, I guess it was kind of instilled at me at a young age to kind of look after those younger than me, because God forbid, like, I don't like... People always say, oh, children are stupid. No, they're not. Children are smart. They just have to be allowed to show how smart they are in different ways. But God, there's a lot of stuff children need protecting from. And in most cases, or a lot of cases you read about now, there's some people who shouldn't have been parents. But that's not the kid's fault.
C'est vrai?
I will press on until the day I accomplish what I have set out to do as well.
Ouais.
And I'll make sure you stay safe until you do. That's a promise. Perhaps there's something more to you than one might find in a normal boy.
Huh?
You think so? I doubt it. So that's another thing I love about Malt. Malt is very, like... I don't know if humble's the right word. Malt is just very... like, normal. Like, Vanilla was expecting some kind of, like, war hero or whatever. Malt's just like, I'm just Malt.
Salut.
Preach, Demon Goddess. I feel the same way. Look, there's a lot of things you don't do. But God forbid, if I catch someone laying a hand on a child, like, I'm probably gonna step in. I'm not gonna start throwing hands, but I'm probably gonna be like, hey, do you know this person who's being mean to you? No? If they say no, then I'm gonna start throwing hands. Alright, let's roll. I mean, I wouldn't call Malt average, but he's definitely different. Uh-oh. Shit! Alright. This is the Mark III version of that thing, so... Oh, right, you're not a Grenadier anymore.
Ouais.
Yeah, Andrea, don't touch the child! I got 2 kids. One of them's not treated well by both grandparents in school. Yes, yes. Look, sometimes, here's the thing. I'm not a parent, but I know enough about kids that when it comes to the school is something that has to be addressed directly. I think a lot of higher-ups at schools don't really realize that in the modern age, it doesn't take much to get schools in trouble with if they're treating kids inappropriately or not properly. With family, that's a bit trickier. I mean, it really is. So, the way I've always seen it is, I've always hoped and prayed that, in the future my family would be accepting of whatever choices I made or whatever my, children's decisions, whatever they made. But I've also had to make tough decisions myself, like how I've decided that if I have a child, adopted or otherwise, they're never going to meet their granddad. My dad's, I've forgiven my dad for a lot of the shit he did to me, but he's never going to meet his grandchildren, period. I don't trust him. So, I don't know. It's a rough thing, especially when family's involved. But hopefully, at least I think so, I would hope that there's always going to be some people in the family you can turn to for advice or to talk to them. Zaruk. Zaruk throwing hands at those who deserve it. I mean, yeah, look, I'll kick their ass, I'll kick their ass, I'll kick your ass, I'll kick my own ass. And look, it's like I've told people before on stream, and I stand by this. I'm the kind of person, if you get knocked down, I'm gladly going to help you up onto your feet, but then I'm also going to give you a kick in the ass to get moving. Because helping someone back up onto their feet is great, but if they don't do anything, that doesn't solve the problem. So I'm there to be, to empathize, sympathize, and then, I guess, brutalize. Let me help. Let me get you back up on your feet. Okay, you're good? Get going. Like, that's what one of my friends said. Sympathize, empathize, brutalize. Maybe that's too strong of a word, the latter. But regardless, the point still stands. I trust the people that I surround myself with to help me and then give me a good dose of reality. Because things don't get better if you just sit and wait for them to. I see. Did I mention it's coming to me? Good! That's good. If a child trusts you with that, then that means that there's something, you know, that, again, if they show you that amount of trust, that's something to hold on to. And hey, that just proves that they think you're smart and they trust you enough to come to you about that kind of stuff. If anything, I'm surprised, you know, with the dad, I'm surprised he hasn't come to you and be like, hey, how come they don't talk to me about those things?
Je play.
Okay, we can't stop this one, so we're gonna block.
Attention.
That was close.
Je vais essayer.
Ah, crap. Hey,
Ouais.
Goddess, that's a good talent. I wish more people had it. Some people just are not good with talking to people.
Attention.
Hell, I sometimes think I'm not very good at communicating with people.
Je m'en occupe. Attention.
I think it was one of my friends who put it best. He's like, sometimes Zaruk, you choose to use like 20 words when 5 or 10 will do. And my response is always, yeah, because sometimes I need to make sure I'm being as clear as possible and I'm getting the point out.
Ouais.
Ow.
Je m'en occupe.
Okay, I want to give all of y'all listening real quick, and if any of y'all are wondering why are we going so deep tonight, Zaruk, we always do that from time to time, but all the stuff I talk about is important. At least I think so. Let me give you all a little piece of advice. The world sucks. No duh. Everyone knows that. But one painfully obvious thing that people need to learn, that everyone needs to learn at some point is, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you've done, no one exists in this world to be alone. You cannot close yourself off from everyone. Sure, family is great, but sadly and unfortunately, family's not always going to be around. I'm constantly reminded that my grandparents are in their 80s, and they could, tonight could have been the last night I had with my grandmother. You have to branch out and meet up with a bunch of different people, and that's why I do this. That's why I stream. I want to surround myself with people of different views, different beliefs, different everything. Because, well, it means I get to help more people, and it means I get to, we all get to go through this together. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, for 3 or 4 hours, if I can take your mind off the stress of the world and the stress of everything else and just make things a little bit better, then I've done my job. So, yeah. Anyway, rant over. I apologize. We're That's... Okay, Goddess, I get that, but... you're not wrong, but did you have to word it like that? But... I mean... I'm really not sure how I should feel about it. Part of me's laughing, because, yeah. I did it, but I wanted to. Hey, I'm not saying you didn't have to. I'm just like, Thank you. Aha! Let's get him. That one. Fire! Burn!
Wait.
Ah, they're not burning. Crap.
Shut it down!
Ow.
Laisse-moi faire. Tu vas voir.
I want the money. Die.
J'y vais.
Burn.
C'est terminé.
Hey, I'm cool with that, Demon Goddess. I thought it was funny. Take this.
Attention!
Nope. Oh, come on! And he's gone.
J'y vais.
Well, we can at least kill this one.
Ça va faire moi. Je vais essayer.
Got it. Well, we got the extra experience, just not the money. Oh well. Sass! All this shows me is that we really got to upgrade the guns, because we're, like, the status screen after...
So after the war, are you finally going to order the 50-piece chicken nuggets in the drive-thru?
Hey, forget the 50-piece nuggets. Like, I gotta show you guys, when I get them, man, I gotta tell you, there's this kick-ass company here in the United States that sells, like, sells really good pretzels. Like, these are soft pretzels. And you can have them shipped to you, and then you put them in the oven to bake them, and they're amazing. I think the company's Eastern Standard, I think is the company. And, like, they do pretzels, they do waffles. Like, they're, like... So, yeah, you can get a box of 50, like, pretzel nuggets for, like, $22. What are you gonna do after the war? Well, I hope to see my mom. Bang! No! Jesus!
Je suis prête.
We need to strip that armor off. Or do this.
Laissez-moi faire.
There we go. Uh-oh. Ow. Make it stop! Andrea, no! I know where you're going with that. You stop. I'm gonna propose to my girlfriend when we get back. I even brought flowers. Warning! Warning! Incoming attack! All planes! Break! Break! Ah! Dang it! Rest in peace, BJ. We hardly knew you. For those who don't know what that is, Andrea is referencing a moment from Ace Combat Zero where one of your buddies basically mentions, I'm gonna marry my girlfriend when I get back. Which basically means he was marked for death from the start. However, half...
Kids out when he should have said two.
Yeah, that too. Also, however, half the base knew the girlfriend. Oh, God. I would hope they wouldn't be that... I hope they wouldn't be that... those kind of people. yeah, we know your boyfriend, you know, your fiance just died and everything, but hey, you know, you're single now. You up for a date? God, that's so scummy.
Vive.
Uh-oh.
Attention!
Oh, thank God, Malt.
Je suis prête. Ça va bien se passer. Laisse-moi faire. Allez! Laissez-moi faire!
There we go. Took a little bit longer than I thought, but at least it was working. Well, it's mostly just bad luck. One of the things, Red Mage, that a lot of people know or have noticed is that when it comes to war or conflicts, you really shouldn't tempt fate. Speaking of tempting fate... that's not a good sign. Hailing different frequencies at random means you're just hoping anyone will listen. You know what? Goddess is right. That, if you work in any kind of medical field, you saying those two words is basically the equivalent of cursing your building.
Huh?
Are you serious? What could they want? Patch them through. Malt, if you can hear me, respond at once. Lieutenant Muscat, is that you? It's me, Malt. Malt, what a relief we finally reached you. Canelle, is that really you? Manila, thank goodness you're okay.
Dieu m'excuse.
I'm sorry to have worried you. The frequency I used to contact you before doesn't seem to be in use anymore. What's happening over there?
Les enfants lui racontèrent leur poursuite et leur altercation avec Jill.
The children recounted the events of their long ordeal with Gilles and the Belenos.
Ils tentèrent de lui expliquer les changements survenus chez le Taranis et la situation d'Anna. Du moins, ce qu'ils en saisissaient.
From the transformation of the Tyrannus to the unfortunate fate of Hana, almost no detail was spared. We finally reached you. We've been trying to reach you about your cannon's extended warranty. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. It's such a good joke, though.
Ils prirent cependant soin de mettre Axe et les deux vieillards, afin d'éviter d'éventuelles complications.
They decided to keep Hax and the two elderly Burmen in their captivity a secret to avoid causing a commotion. Also, I don't know if anyone here is former military or active military, but if y'all are, or you know someone who is active or former military, let me give you guys a phrase that literally triggers someone no matter what if they're in the military. Piggybacking off what the company commander said, because for those who don't know what that means, that according to a friend of mine who is in the military, you get it, no, you get it, okay, yeah, you get it too, okay, context, in the military, there's always this one officer or someone on the totem pole who, despite not being very important, wants to feel like they're important. So rather than having anything of their own to say, they will literally just parrot whatever the higher ranking person said. Hence the whole piggybacking off what the company commander said. The amount of speed, and speed of nose that left my mouth. Holy shit. Hey, welcome to the stream. You get to hear random shit like that all the time. Yes. Again, what that is just some guy who wants to feel important and is going to make everyone else suffer by making sure they stay there for another hour or two, hearing him repeat what they already know. Yes, they're the bootlickers. Yes, or worse. Here's the thing. Here's the main question, or the main thing. I'm not military, but literally how I've heard it, and this is probably the rules I'd have. If I was about to let all my guys, all my troops go, like, for a weekend or something, or a few days, here's what I would tell them. I've got 3 rules, guys. Don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population, and if I get a call in the morning, from the jail that you're in there, when you get back to base, I'm going to fucking destroy you. Those are my 3 rules. Don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population, and don't let me get a call on the morning, early in the morning from the jail. Oh yeah, I know, Goddess. I know. But yeah. Those are the 3 simple rules. The 2 main ones are the most important. Don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population. We should have been the ones chasing after the rogue tank. It's unthinkable that you children had to pay the price. With what? You think your puny little tanks were going to stop that thing? Forget it. Yeah, another thing to terrify cadets. This is easy. Yeah, this is easy. Never let a drill sergeant hear you say that. Oh, another thing. Don't call a drill sergeant sir. Or any sergeant a sir, for that matter. Again, it's one of my favorite jokes from Fallout 2. Welcome to Camp Navarro. So you're the new replacement. You out of uniform, soldier! Where is your power armor? I don't have any, sir. I am not a sir! I work for a living, you moron! You will call me Sergeant or Sergeant Dornan. Do you understand? Like, again, any sergeant is probably going to give you the thing of, don't call me sir, I work for a living. Yeah, I work for a living, yeah. There are like, see, I used to be a cadet, a sea cadet. Nice. Wait, Goddess. Okay, hold on. I have to tell this story then. Okay, Goddess. I read this on Reddit, but then I had it confirmed to me from a friend of mine who was actually who joined the U.S. Navy. So here's how the story goes. The guy telling the story says he's in the training bay for like U.S. Navy boot camp, with a bunch of other cadets who are in training. And throughout their training, their instructor was this huge 6'5", built like a linebacker, black guy, and he was good at his job. He told them every day, hey, study your manuals, study your texts. I'm going to quiz you regularly. And if you fuck up, everyone pays. So they mastered that training manual from cover to cover. Then one day, they're all in the bay. He comes in, and he tells them, it's quiz time. Comes up to the first guy. He's like, Amos, he goes, he looks the guy dead in the eye, he goes, what's Chief's favorite drink? Jack Daniels or Hennessy? And the guy blinks. They don't know that. How the hell are they supposed to know that? But the first guy, Chief, he goes, what's Chief's favorite drink? Jack Daniels or Hennessy? Hennessy, Chief. Wrong, racist! Beat yourself! Which basically means get down on the ground and start doing push-ups. Then he goes to the next guy. Is Chief good at basketball or football? Football, Chief. Wrong! Chief is good at everything! Beat yourself! And he goes up and down this bay, chewing them out, until he gets to the last guy who's been telling this story. He looks the guy dead in the eye, and is like, why is Chief the greatest guy here? And this guy, who's had to watch all of his other baymates basically suffer at this point, decides, fuck it, I'm gonna die anyway, so I may as well go out with a bang. And he looks his chief instructor dead in the eye and tells him, Chief, you're the greatest guy here because you're the only black guy in the bay. And he closed his eyes and waited to die. And surprisingly, nothing happened. Then he opened his eyes, And the chief instructor looked at him and was like, "That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I like you." He lets him go. He's like, "Y'all motherfuckers need to be smart like this one." He's like, "I like you." Then he let him live. All the other ones were still doing push-ups, but he let that one guy live. And I asked my buddy who was Navy, I'm like, "Is that story true?" He's like, "Absolutely, that story is true. They tell it at the Naval Academy, too." I love that story. It's just those, at one moment where that chief instructor's like, "No, screw it. I'm gonna let you live." Or good answer. Good answer. Yeah. Good answer. Our inadequacy is at fault for this. I know it's not enough, but you have my sincerest apologies and condolences. It's not your fault, you know? Please, just permit us to carry out our plan. Very well. Permission granted. Just be sure to check in when you can. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. Canal, about Father. Right. I haven't had the chance to tell you. We still haven't been able to find Father's body. The building was completely burned down. It's little more than rubble now. We can't spare the manpower at the moment, so we've had to temporarily call off the search. Okay. Stick with Malt and the others. Help them out. That's what Father would do. But he also wouldn't want you pushing yourself too hard. Yes. But Father might still be alive. Are you kidding me? Your older sister who's in the military is like, "Yeah, that building he was in burned to the ground and we haven't been able to dig it, to find his body yet." Yeah, it probably burned to ashes at this point. And even if it hasn't, he's buried under rubble of a 3 to 4 story tall building. Yeah, I'm sure they did do that, Demon.
Wait.
Take care of some of these regenerated Berman while we wait for Gio to get back in touch. It's exploration time!
Come on!
Well, there's the key. Nope. Nope. That's true, That's true, Amina. You're probably right. One bullet. I got one round. Nope. Oh no, I'm not falling for this trap. Hang on. Fire bullet. Yeah, I imagine it was. I know for a fact, I don't know what it's like for your military. I know for a fact the U.S. military is, kinda, I mean, they're not assholes about it, but from what I've heard, they're not very receptive to people who have, like, ADHD and stuff like that. They usually turn them away at the door. Got it. More bullets. Alright. We're getting lots of blueprints. This is really going to help with construction. Okay, I'm out of bullets. Let's go unlock that chest now. Alright, let's roll. Alright. No, we're gonna take the normal route. And it's one fight. Let's take the dangerous route. One fight. What are they gonna do? Throw a mini boss at me? That's not as bad as it could be, actually, huh? Kind of surprised. Gotta shave that armor off. Die. You die now. Take this. Nice! Bye-bye. Sass!
Come on!
Really? I just did, well, okay, I kind of just did this fight.
Wait.
Let him have it.
Wait.
You think that assault gun scares me? Kill it. Just fire everything at it till it goes down. Shoot till it stops moving. Ah, damn it. These guys. Oh boy. Okay.
Je suis prête.
Time to go. Burn.
Je vais essayer.
Well, one of them will burn, the other one won't. Keep doing it.
C'est terminé.
Damn it. Okay, good. We're not gonna have to shoot at that one.
Je suis prête.
Alright, check this out. So, Chick's ability is she doubles the effect of recovery skills. Watch this.
Ouais.
Someone call for a full heal?
Prends ça.
Je vais essayer.
Je m'en occupe. Chile.
J'y vais. J'y vais. Désolé.
I want you die!
Je suis prêt. Verrouillé.
Thank you.
À moi jouer. Ça va aller. Je suis prête. Il faut tenir.
Je m'en occupe. Chile.
J'y vais dans le mur. J'y vais.
Je suis prêt.
Fire!
Je m'en occupe.
Dang, that thing's got a lot of health.
Ça va faire moi.
Die! Oh, come on.
Je vais essayer.
You're fast enough.
Il faut tenir.
Oh, okay. Well, now you're just gonna drag the fight out.
Ouais.
Yeah, we can't do anything.
Attention.
Je suis prête. Liste présente. Tout va bien.
Je m'en occupe. Attention.
Il faut tenir.
Okay, good. Now we can start shooting it again.
Vive.
Je suis prêt. Verrouillé.
Allez, là. Laisse-moi faire.
Put more rounds into it.
Just a play.
Shoot it until it starts moving.
Verrouillé.
Come on.
Laisse-moi faire. Liste présente. J'ai pas peur.
Ouais.
Il faut tenir.
Screw it. Kill it. Don't get to counterattack if you're dead.
Bravo tous.
So the final auxiliary generator is here in Altar 4. Guess that intel was reliable after all.
Huh.
Maybe. Maybe not. Who cares? Let's get in there. Alright, patch him through.
Huh?
Hana? I figured it'd be Geo calling. Something wrong? You think Geo's gonna go on another rampage once he gets the Belenos back in one piece?
Wait.
That's not good. You know where the Belenos is now.
Localisé à partir du point d'origine de la transmission.
Thanks, Hax.
Configuration de la destination.
Pas de souci.
Don't worry. We'll be there soon to find out for ourselves. Let us know if anything else happens, okay? Is someone else really helping Gio? I don't get the feeling he was following orders from anyone else. Maybe he's with the Burman all along. Allow me to make this clear. We have no idea what's happening. Most assuredly. If we were working with him, I doubt we'd still be here with you all. All I know is something's up with the Belenos. And that means Hana's in danger.
Wait.
You're right about that. Let's get a move on. Thank you for the posture check, stretch, and hydrate.
Quoi?
Something peculiar about the vanilla girl. She seems to be afflicted in some manner.
Ah la la.
Great. Bother after bother.
Il arrive.
Let's see what we can get. Some supplies would be nice, actually.
Excellent.
And we'll pick those up on our way back.
En avant. En avant.
On y va.
In retrospect, I may have made a mistake. Yeah, we'll bypass it.
On y va.
Nope, move on.
On y va.
This way.
Oui, allons-y.
Wait.
Alright, let's blast our way through.
Voilà l'ennemi.
Screw you, we're going first. Fire!
Wait. Shut it down.
There we go. One down.
C'est tout ce que vous avez? Nous allons y
Come
arriver.
on! Good grief, more of these things?
C'est inutile.
sais play.
Yeah, you like this.
Ça va le faire. Allez, allez.
Tear off some of the armor.
Allez. Vous avez trouvé?
Je suis prête. C'est inutile.
One down. Nice shot, Vanilla.
Ouais. Chile. Ça va le faire. Allez, allez. Je sais play. Oh yeah.
Vive.
Dead. Move on.
Ça, c'est fait. En avant. I am a con.
Aw, did you get lost? You poor scout. Did you get lost? Well, let me help you with that. I'll send you back to your buddies. In pieces.
Vive. Je vais là-bas.
There we go.
On continue.
Ah, these must be your buddies! Oh boy.
Je sais play. Ultimate turn on.
Teasé.
Pousse ça.
Laisse-moi faire. C'est inutile.
Allez. Allez, allez. Je sais play.
Uh-oh.
Merde.
Crap.
Vive. Je vais là-bas.
We do have first aid kits.
Ça va le
So.
faire. Allez, allez.
Amoyé.
Oh, no, you don't.
Laisse-moi faire.
Not letting you do that.
Ça va le faire. Je te tiens.
Yeah, that's basically what happened, Demon.
Prends ça.
Oh, another one?
Vive.
C'est pas fini. Allez.
Got it.
Je m'en occupe. Prends ça.
Uh-oh.
Je suis plaqué.
There we go. Down.
Ça, c'est fait.
Good timing on the Link event, though. We can check that out when we get to this stop point.
C'est quoi ça? Y'a quelqu'un?
We have to bring these supplies over to the next town, but thanks to these weird enemies, we're stranded here. We could have handled them if we were better armed, but oh well. Need any help? We could give you some supplies. Our armor's all beat up. It'll be all good if you fix it up real nice with this.
Allez.
Here I
on
was
y
thinking
va.
they were going to repair the tank. Anyway, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Just look at this pathetic little girl's face while I'm gone. Okay, I'm back. All right. That's quite the sigh, little girl. Is something troubling you? No, nothing's troubling me. And the name's Vanilla. My apologies, but it seems you have been distressed for some time now. I suppose you don't sound too troubled after all. I don't seem distressed. I'm not sure why you would think that.
Evan?
We weren't born yesterday, miss. We have quite a few yesterdays behind us. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Stolen, you look like you're melting. Like, I think we figured out you're both like in your late 80s. You probably got like a week left. I know she kind of does, Demon, but that's mainly because like she's not. It's like I've said before, she's not battle hardened like the rest of these kids. Her years allow us to see right through any brave face, any mask donned to hide one's woes or worries. Y'all can't see it, but I'm actually making my hand tremble like an old man while I talk like that. Seriously? Hey, don't look at me, Vanilla. They're probably right. We may have risen in the ranks of the Burman army in our time, but here we are, but miserable old men. Sorry, but here we are but miserable old men. if the wisdom gained in our old age remains intact. If you're dealing with hardship, it's best to seek out friends who are willing to listen. They may not provide a solution, but they will definitely provide some solace. Where's this advice coming from? No pressure to try and act like my grandfather. Not that I've ever met my grandfather, or know what he looks like. And we have no grandchildren of our own. Nor any family for that matter. We gave our blood, sweat, and tears to the military for years. Then one day we woke up as old men, cold and alone. That's actually really fucking sad. Like, that's sad. Because here's the thing. They gave all this blood, sweat, and tears to the military, and the military doesn't care. They basically abandoned them in Gasco. So you magically became old men one day. Sounds like you old codgers have led an empty existence. Watch it, girl! I suppose you're right. We led lonely lives in the military. Now, after spending this time with you all, we feel as if we gained a whole pack of grandchildren. Well, hanging around you lot has certainly been exciting. For better or worse. Usually for worse, mind you. Just remember, girl, it's best to confide in those around you before your problems become overwhelming. You're right. There's no need to worry about it while I'm surrounded by friends on all
What's
sides.
funny is that cross-species couples in LTB can only produce kids of canine or felinico, no mixed DNA half cat half dog here. Which means a dog could be a grandfather.
That's actually true. Amina's correct. In the world, because Tales Concerto and Solo to Robo take place a long time after the Fuga series. So yeah, no, she's right. It is very possible for a Caninu to have Felineko grandchildren. Guys, Malt and Gilles aren't at each other's throats anymore. There's no need for me to think about using that bomb. Oh my god, Vanilla, a bomb! Oh my god, JC, a bomb! A bomb! I'm sure Father would understand. Oh, there he is. That was easy. So, daughter of the president of Gasco and a Burman soldier who now calls Gasco home. Hey, want to talk more today? Perhaps you can tell me some positive things about your country this time. And what you like here in Gasco, too. Well, no one can deny that Burman engineering is levels beyond Gasco's. We led in science and medicinal studies too. But unfortunately, most of that is tied to military research. If only such knowledge could be used for peace. Once the war ends for good, it might. We'll have to make it so then. Gasco has much more luxurious fashion and cuisine though. Things are more utilitarian back home. Not that I know much about food or fashion. Our cities are splendid for sure. But we have lost Paresia. You lost the place, but so long as people wanted to, the culture will live on and your cities will be rebuilt. Indeed, Gasco will see a revival, and soon. To that end, I hope you will aid me in forging peace between Gasco and Burman. That I promise. I know you'll likely take charge of Gasco one day. Brakamuruga! German engineering is superior.
Enclement? Enclement?
Alright.
dormi.
Je suis fatiguée. J'ai sommeil.
Ouais!
Considering we can't pray to the soul cannon or anything, which I don't think we can right now. Yeah, we can't. Which means it's not close to the boss, so it means we can focus on food production.
Et voilà. Super.
Excellent.
Now we can go use this time to scrap fish.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Encrement?
Encrement?
Laisse-moi. Fantastique.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Encrement?
Encrement?
Vive. Fantastique.
Nice, this is helping.
Encrement?
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Je suis là!
Laisse-moi. Je t'aime.
Now you'll probably notice we got a boost from both Brits and Kyle from that. When the children perform actions, if you have high affinity with certain characters, they'll give you boosts, which is very helpful.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Encrement?
Encrement?
Vive. Je t'aime.
There we go. Ah, you love the enemy to friend trope. That's cool. It's a good trope.
En se basant sur les informations fournies par Anna, Malte et ses amis trouvèrent l'entrée du complexe et s'y introduirent prudemment.
Thanks to the information they received from Hana, Malt and the others arrived at the facility and cautiously slipped inside. Jill, have you just been sitting in there just staring at this thing? Finally, the last generator. Everything's ready at long last. Back when they were developing Belenos, there was no end to our misery. My friends dropped like flies during the experiments.
Huh.
There was no way any of us could tap in and draw out Belenos' true power. That's why the project failed. But things are different now. I know I can use Belenos to its full potential. I want to do this.
Huh.
My mind's made up. This is the only way I can properly settle things with you all.
L'ensemble des générateurs connectés au Belenos émirent un rugissement, et une quantité massive d'énergie conflua vers le corps de la machine.
With the final part in place, each generator revved until it roared, and the Belenos began to accumulate a staggering amount of energy.
Soudain, des entraves jaillirent du siège de Jill, le privant totalement de ses mouvements.
Without warning, restraints came out of Gilles' seat, encasing his whole body and holding him tight to the chair.
Hein?
What the hell? Why am I being tied up? I can't get free!
La voix mécanique du système d'exploitation du Belenos résonna dans le cockpit.
The lifeless robotic voice of the Belenos OS announced a message that resounded in the cockpit. Initiating link integration with hybrid subject. Actually, wait, I can do... Yeah, well, I was thinking about turning on my voice modifier, but that's fine. Administering sedative. Wait, what? Ah! What the hell are you...
À mesure que la drogue lui était injectée, Jill perdait connaissance.
A needle was inserted into Jill's spine. Ow! As the unknown drug was administered, Jill's voice faltered until he was completely silent.
La paroi arrière du cockpit s'ouvrit et le siège de Jill y glissa pour disparaître avec le garçon.
The rear wall of the cockpit behind the seat opened wide and whisked both the chair and Jill away into the depths of the machine. Now updating Belenos OS. Initiating restart countdown. Hoomst!
C'est alors qu'un homme d'âge mûr s'approcha lentement du Belenos, applaudissant d'un air sinistre.
At that moment, a middle-aged man approached Belenos while slowly clapping. Mr. fucking President! So you finally made it. I'm sure it must have been quite the journey.
Pendant ce temps, les enfants se frayaient un chemin à travers le complexe.
Meanwhile, the children made their way deeper and deeper into the facility. So wait, am I gonna have to pull a Shadow the Hedgehog and try to murder the president? I'm gonna kill the president. I have no choice. I'm gonna have to kill the president.
Accroissement d'énergie détecté à l'arrière du complexe.
Wait. Hang on, let me, Oh, why is that blocked? There we go. Given the huge-ass fucking mechs, I'm expecting Mr. President to fucking Armstrong it up. Check it out, Raiden, I just got vaccinated. Step into a Slim Jim. Hope you can afford medical care, Raiden, because the taxpayer sure can't. Don't fuck with this, Senator. That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
J'ai également reçu une transmission provenant du réseau d'armement du Belenos.
Hang on, we're having some difficulties here. There we go. We'll make America great again!
Huh?
Is it from Hana? Patch her through.
La transmission à peine audible d'Anna fut coupée subitement.
Bursts of static interrupted Hana's message before she was cut off completely.
Les
We're
enfants
all
commencèrent
sons
à
of the
paniquer face à la
Patriots
tournure
now!
des événements.
The suddenness of it all sent the children into a panic.
Anna!
The line's dead.
Merde!
Shit, I knew that scumbag Jill was up to something. Damn it! Maybe this has something to do with that person Hana was worried about. She and Jill could both be in trouble. Let's move.
Allons-y.
Oui, allons-y.
Ça va aller vite?
Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We are all bound by one inescapable force. Memes, the DNA of the soul. Your meme's been cut off, Jack! My name is Monsoon, or, sorry. My name is Meme Soon, of the memes of destruction. Or my personal favorite joke that I've heard. Jack, are you slash SRS or slash J? I'm slash U. Oh, I've never heard of that one before. What's it stand for? Come on, guys, hit it. Oh, wait. Sharpshooter. Dead. Well done, all. Hell no! To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. We're not doing that. 3 dangerous no, thank you. We'll go this way.
Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We're all pawns, controlled by something greater, memes, the DNA of the soul. They are the culture, they are everything we pass on. Expose someone to anger long enough, and they will learn to hate. Greed, despair, envy, all memes, all passed along.
How about full of shit? Is that a meme? I'm saying Jack is back. Well, now you're just getting nasty. Give it. Zap. Thanks? Thank you. I'm just good at mimicry. I can't do voices. I'm just good at mimicry. I can pick up inflection and stuff like that. So. War crime this, code of conduct that. All we're saying is, give war a chance. I love Metal Gear Rising. I'm going to stream that at some point. Metal Gear Rising is a living meme, and I want to play it so bad. Why won't you die? Nanomachines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma. You can't touch me, Jack. What did I say?
Give it.
How the hell did you get elected? Well, I don't write my own speeches. Am I finally getting through? I'll rid this world of pointless wars, Jack. I was wrong. You're not free. You're batshit insane!
Vite, j'y vais.
Well, if it isn't Sussy Jack... If it isn't Sussy Jack... Bro, if it isn't Sussy Jack... Bro, are you high? Let me check. Yes, yes. High on American spirit! Sorry, I just had to answer a quick question. There we go. There we go. And there's nothing more... there's nothing more American than shooting a man in this Walmart of a world. What's Walmart? It's heaven, Raiden. Check the internet lately? Raiden, hop on Twitter. God, I hate this website.
Ouais. Prends ça!
Your means
C'est tout
end
ce que vous avez?
here.
Nous allons y arriver.
And zap.
Je suis prêt!
This one's calling me a Redditor. And that's just the beginning, Raiden.
Je vais!
J'y vais.
And again, for those who don't know, I'm quoting Maxor's videos about, something, incorrect summary of Metal Gear Rising. So when I say what I'm about to say, please know that I'm quoting this, quoting that video. Because if I don't say that, I'm probably gonna get in trouble. Like I said, kids are cruel, Jack. And I love minors. They turned Sundowner into such a creep. I mean, he was already creepy as hell, but they just had to make him worse. But it's funny because the guy doing the voice is trying not to laugh. Yeah, they made Sundowner worse, which is an achievement and a half. I haven't seen this attack before. What does it do?
Je vais en finir.
Oh, that's what it does. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right, Goddess, you're right. Hey kids, wanna see a dead body?
Laisse-moi faire. Allez!
J'y vais.
War crime this, code of conduct that.
Ça va aller.
They're French. We had to include mortality, right? Sir Integra, forgive the interruption. I tried to stop him, but when I attempted to, he said, and pardon my French, none taken, fuck the police. He then proceeded to tilt every painting he passed on his way here. Oh God, going through that hallway is gonna give me such a headache now.
Liste prête.
Attention!
The Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. With a top speed of Mach 3 and max altitude of 85,000 feet. You sure do know a lot about it. Do you even read my Christmas lists?
Chemin de queue!
Tenir.
Attention!
Laisse-moi faire. Liste prête. J'y vais.
Chemin de queue! Je vais!
Je suis prête.
Honestly, if you're going to get into a dick measuring contest with a woman, you must have started off with the world's cruelest handicap.
Disparaissez.
mean, it's a good series. The guys knew what they were doing with it. Taka, like, it's one of Taka's favorite roles. And it's been recognized by the guy like Crispin Freeman, who actually does the actual dub of Alucard, like, has said that he loves Hellsinger Bridge. He wished he could have done that kind of stuff.
Allez!
And you arrived in your private Vatican jet, which was paid for how exactly? Oh, right! Generous donations to spread the word of God to your followers, all over their backs. Anderson! You got me a present? Oh, well, my boner's gone. Aye, kind of a mood killer. Hey there, Padre, how's little Timmy? He's like, did you miss me? Like Coke after Lent. Wait, we talking cola or... I'm gone for one day. And the Catholics are crusading, while the Nazis are invading.
Attention!
Where did you find a werewolf? Where did you find Dracula? In a basement. How poetic. We found our werewolf in an attic. We find lots of things in attics, actually. Holy shit, I meant antiques! This Jordan were the Führer's obsession, not mine. And frankly, I'm insulted by the insinuation. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job. Killing vampires and werewolves and leprechauns. I never actually found one, but if you think I cut it open with my knife, it would spit out Lucky Charms. I love that series so much. Shut the hell up. Where's Alucard? Oh, him? I killed him. Killed him? Yeah, cut off his bloody head. Oh, well, that's step 1. What about 2 through 10? You done goofed. How the blood-soaked Protestant hell did you do that? Fuck you, that's how. Release restraint, level 1. Level what? You know, they say TV makes you violent. But I'd say not having my TV is making me really fucking violent.
Chemin de queue! Wait.
Oh, shame for you. You activated my Alucard. Let me tell you guys something. I'm good at mimicry, and I can pick up inflection and stuff like that. But out of all the characters I know, and all the characters I've heard, if there was one character I wish I could mimic perfectly, it's Light Yagami. Yeah, it's Light Yagami. I want to be able to do that laugh that he does in the anime. I wish I could do that. And Johnny Young Bosch does a close second, but I wish I could laugh like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Take this. Brother sister tag team. Let him have it.
Avec moi.
J'ai pas peur.
Oop, didn't mean to press that. No, not doing that. Absolutely not.
Ça m'a fait mal.
Non. Ouais.
Come on, guys, hit it. There we go.
On a réussi. Allez, on y va. Laisse-moi faire. Ouais. Fais. Je suis prêt. Oui, oui. J'y vais.
There we go. Dead.
C'est un peu fort. On y va. Super.
Excellent.
Nope, this way.
En avant.
Allez.
You're worth a lot of money. Kill them.
On y va.
Hey! There we go. Easy. Easy.
C'est un peu fort.
Technique my ass. I literally beat that in 2 turns. Up yours, game. Love of the game was like, yeah, you get a B for technique. It wasn't very flashy. Bullshit.
Ils sont là.
Hey, we'd be happy to have you, goddess. You'd always be welcome.
Chemin de cube.
Let him have it, Malt.
Disais.
Okay, Sheena, do your thing and burn them all. Nice job. More blood for the blood god! Corn demands blood, yours or theirs. Bye-bye. Burn to death. Thank you.
Laisse-moi faire.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne! Milk for the cornflakes! Butter for the popcorn! And mustard for the corn dogs! Let the galaxy burn! Here's the thing, I'm not used to using like a raspy grating voice like that, so it does hurt my throat.
Je suis prête.
Let him have it.
Tous ensemble. 1, 2, 3.
Laisse-moi faire.
Stun lock.
Vite comme l'éclair.
Oh, never mind.
Chemin de cube.
Ow.
Je suis prête.
And now for more corn quotes. Torpedoes dead ahead! Ignore them! Bring us closer! Target penetrated! Break their backs! Everyone, I promise I won't go heretical. 5 minutes later, kill, maim, burn! Chaos will consume you! Look. Little known fact about Zaruk. This is why, for a while, Zaruk ran a corn army. Because Zaruk loves his corn berserkers, and if I had to choose, I would be a follower of corn. Because victory brings immortality! And yes, the orcs and their power of imagination. Yes. Ah, shit, I fucked up. Whew, okay.
Je sais prêt. Prends ça.
À moi jouer. Ça va aller.
Yep, paint it red, it goes faster. That's canon.
J'y vais. Vite comme l'éclair.
Horse, the needle's into red. Course it is, you git. Red goes faster.
Ouais. Je m'en occupe.
Je m'en occupe. Calme-nous.
Fais. Laisse un peu d'un. Je suis prêt. Oui, oui.
Damn it. Whew.
Je m'en occupe. Yeah.
Finally. On va pas s'affêter.
Youpi! Merveilleux. On y va. C'est quoi ça?
There. That'll buy us some time. When you're about to take on a boss, it's good to make good to pray to the soul cannon, so it won't be as, it'll be less finicky.
レスの手で
Uncle Mom?
Vive fantastic! Fantastic!
レスの手で
Uncle Mom?
Laisse-moi fantastic!
We need steel. We need armor.
Way!
Yay!
Oh yes, pray to the soul cannon to make sure things work properly, just as the Archmagus instructed.
Yes, just as the Archmagos intended, yes. But it's mainly so, the soul cannon is less likely to take my children and shove them into the gun. Look at this picture right here. Maybe it's just, again, like I said before, the way I was raised, but I see these kids and I'm like, somebody needs to protect. They don't need a lot of protection because they've seen enough shit already, but I still want to protect them anyway. Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be the leader fight. Yep. Time's finally come, eh?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
What time might that be exactly? Sure, go on, play dumb. It's time the gang accepts me as leader.
Ooh.
Oh, that time. Can't we all just be friends and equal parts leader? Don't you give me that again. You can't sweet talk your way out of it this time. Guess you really mean business, huh? You betcha. Wouldn't have spent a year out traveling otherwise.
Huh?
Wait, that's why you went off on that big trip?
サバ、désolé!
I mean, no, not really. I guess I might have got a bit too worked up there.
Mmm.
Well, that's a relief. Seems like the trip taught you how to take back crazy things you didn't really mean, though. Goes to show I'm not playing around, huh? So, are you ready to face me? I have a feeling I won't get out of this by saying no. Oh, Demon Goddess, you haven't heard the earlier streams where I would get pissed at those two old men and basically tell them, basically say, keep your mouths shut or I'll use you to grease the treads of the tank. Let's see.
Laisse-moi t'aider!
レスの手で
Laisse-moi t'aider! Laisse-moi t'aider!
Alright, we need gas cylinders and complex tools to upgrade the mess room to its final level. What in the world? Okay, I know what gyu in a blanket is. It's like pigs in a blanket. Vegetable stew, fruit parfait. What is hachis parmentier? Andrea, you're usually smart and have the, have the translation stuff. What is hachis parmentier? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Goddess, all the recipes in this game are like real life things. I don't know, what is hachis parmentier? Don't know. Like, let me show you. So, level 1, we had mashed potatoes, steak tartare, which I bring up again. Why are children? Look. Steak tartare is safe to eat if it's prepared correctly. But these are kids! What kids are eating steak tartare? Carrot salad, apple strudel. Then we get noodle, sauerkraut, coleslaw, Parisian flan. You know, fondue, stuffed tomatoes, vegetable potage, jam paw buns. And the stuff we have now is croque monsieur. Those are amazing. Okay, fair enough, Goddess, you're right. Croque monsieur, which is great. Cordon bleu, that is also amazing. Spring terrine, which I believe is a salad made from spring vegetables only. And strawberry clafoutis, which I believe is a fluffy strawberry dessert, if I recall correctly. I like cooking, so...
Allez.
Yo.
All right, let's roll.
Wait!
Vraisemblablement atteint la partie la plus reculée de l'installation.
Usually never a good sign.
En avant!
All right, move out.
À l'arrière du complexe, le Bélénos équipé de tous ses générateurs les attendait dans un grondement intimidant.
In the furthest depths of the facility, the Belenos awaited the children's arrival, with all generators humming.
Ils ne faisaient mine d'attaquer, mais l'atmosphère était pesante, et les enfants plus nerveux que jamais.
Though it showed no immediate signs of attacking, the air was thick with tension that set the children on edge. Is that what the Belenos looks like in its fully completed form? It doesn't look all that different, but it sure does look a whole lot scarier. I've got a real bad feeling about this thing.
Gilles.
Gilles, are you and Hana all right? Answer me.
Comme en réponse à cette question, la trappe du Bélénos s'ouvrit et une silhouette émergea lentement.
As if in response to Malt's question, the Belenos' entry hatch opened and a lone figure slowly walked out. Mr. President!
Les enfants ne purent retenir un cri de surprise.
The children were dumbfounded once they realized who it was.
Comment?
President Muscat? Father, you are alive! You all truly don't disappoint. I suppose I should have expected as much from the heroes of Gasco.
Vanilla!
Vanilla, on the other hand, I warned you, gave you explicit instructions. Why didn't you heed my words? I wasn't sure if those letters were really from you or not. Vanilla, what is he talking about? I received a couple of letters from him. He said not to get involved with the Belenos, or... Wait, hold on! What the hell's going on here? We all thought you died when the Tyrannus was hijacked. If you were alive all this time, why didn't you tell anyone? Vanilla's been grieving your death and fighting to avenge you all this time! How could you do this to her?
Le président leur fournit une réponse inattendue.
The president responded in kind with a question of his own, though it wasn't one any of them were expecting. Just who is it that you think died, and when? Don't tell me you haven't figured it out yet, Vanilla. What? Just when and how did your father die? Can you not remember? Did you really not know? Father died when the Tyrannus went haywire. Are you sure that was truly your father? Not sure what you... You certainly saw your father die. But it wasn't the day the Tyrannus went out of control.
À ces mots, Vanilla commença à trembler de tout son corps.
Vanilla began to quake with fright at the president's words.
Via.
Think back to the last time your life was in danger. the accident from half a year ago. Mother died. Father was badly hurt too, but he saved my life. Oh, are you so sure that was your father? What do you mean?
Kitonk.
You remember well, save for one detail. The one who saved your life
Via.
was I. Wow, what a creepy ass face! It can't be! So you haven't forgotten the face of your kind old tutor.
Dans un sourire, l'homme retira lentement les bandages de son visage.
The president smiled wryly as he removed the bandages covering his visage.
Ils révélèrent le visage brûlé du président, qui tout d'un coup changea pour les traits d'un autre homme, comme si un brouillard s'était levé.
His burned face was that of the president's, but in an instant it seemed to melt away and become the face of another. It's been a while, Vanilla. Jesus Christ, you look creepy as fuck! Why? Why are you so damn creepy looking? Jesus! Like, he looks like a furry version of Luis Serra from Resident Evil, but 10 times creepier. He looks... Die! He needs to die. Bro looks like if Keanu Reeves...
Dracula-looking head ace.
Dracula-looking head ass. Bro looks like if Keanu Reeves was a predator instead of a famous actor. Was he born with evil genes? He's also got weird lavender highlights in his hair. Also, I think he's aside from the Burman generals, I think he's the only character portrait that actually faces the camera and doesn't face it at an angle. He's so creepy. Oh god. Yeah, Dracula looking head ass. Also, no, wait, I'm sure I'm gonna awaken some dormant memories of this one. Does anyone notice that his mustache is kind of coming out of his nose like Bobobo? Please tell me I'm not the only one who notices that. His mustache is literally connected into his nose.
Later.
Cayenne? I thought you died in the accident too.
No.
It was no accident, Vanilla. I used a spell to blow up your parents' car. I stole away both your parents and the presidency in one fell swoop. Oh, you're a dick!
No.
The no-no within him is amazingly powerful. His spells are definitely stronger than mine. That's right. Almost forgot there was a spellcaster in your midst. I certainly do have a few spells in my arsenal. Though my specialty is illusion and persuasion skills. I took on the guise of the president for half a year, and no one could tell the difference.
Later.
Goddess, this is the guy who was pretending to be the president. This Dracula head-ass looking guy, or as Andrea said, it's like if Keanu Reeves was a predator and not a famous actor. You pretended to be my father all this time. Father, you killed them? And she's probably vomiting inside the tank.
Vanilla se tenait la bouche.
Yep,
pour
called it.
s'empêcher de vomir.
Held a hand up to her mouth to fight the sudden urge to vomit. Damn it! How could anyone do something so cruel?
Chemu Bondre.
Revenge, boy. Revenge against the vile Burman who took my family away from me. And against Muscat and the people of Gosco who stopped me from avenging them. I hate that, Goddess, but you're right. God, that's it's even worse when he's smiling like that. But I needed to fully complete the Belenos in order to finish the work I started. As I'm sure you know firsthand, the Belenos has the power to recall destroyed weaponry. If used correctly, perhaps you could even restore the Banner God.
Comment?
What?
Impossible.
Nonsense! Do you really intend to bring back that monster to
Qu'est-ce que...
destroy the Burman Empire? How horrible.
Oh.
That's exactly what I intend to do. In fact, Burman would already be a smoldering ruin if you all hadn't done such a splendid job of wasting my time. No problem, though. You'll all pay for that here and now. Jill, what have you done with Jill? He's alive and well inside the Belenos, albeit as a part of its bioorganic makeup. God, that, don't you just want to punch him? You just want to punch him. Of course he's worse than Hax. Hax was just a dictator. This guy's actively psychotically nuts. Like, bro, you are actively psychotic. Please seek professional help. Just you wait. We're gonna save Hana and Jill too. Together, Malt learned a new skill. Link attack gauge over 50% becomes 100. Wow, okay, damn.
Le rouage du Bélénos grinçait dans un son strident.
Okay, well, look. Look, Hax was bad. He was an absolute psycho. But the thing is, Hax just wanted to use the Venergon to expand the Empire. Evil, yes, but this psychopath murdered Vanilla's parents, all for what? For revenge? For petty revenge. The high-pitched hum of the Belenos echoed throughout the chamber.
Le Bélénos est entré en position de combat. Préparez-vous.
Yeah, combat time. Let me give you a taste of the true power of the Belenos' perfected form. Ooh, now it glows in the dark. Ooh, I'm so scared. Sorry, I'm trying to plan this out. Okay. Basically, yes, goddess. Oh, also. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Y'all listen to the main theme of the game real quick. So this song is called Wherever the Wind Takes Us. And you can find the English translation of it on YouTube. Like someone actually went out of their way to translate the lyrics to English. You're a slave to history. Even after the war, you've become the very force that is now destroying the safety of your people. You alone are responsible for this, and I will bury you so completely that the planet could turn over 1,000 times before your body is dug up. I have no pity for someone like this. I can't kill you myself, but I can certainly have the children do it. Get fucked.
수치테크론테
One. Oh well.
Laisse-moi faire.
One down.
크레파레브
Ouais.
Big mistake.
세트
That one's down too.
J'ai pas peur.
You're running out of toys. That's okay.
Laisse-moi faire.
Once that one's gone, I will personally teleport over there, rip you out of that chair, and then grind your ass across these tank treads. Your weapons are gone. You're next.
Ouais.
The brother-sister combo. Get him!
J'y vais. Je vais la voir. J'y vais.
Alright, Boron, buddy. Show him what you got.
J'ai plus perdu rien.
La grande Debia
Laisse-moi faire.
No, we'll save that link attack.
Ça va faire moi.
Chemin de kill.
Let's stack some crits on this motherfucker. First of all, defend though.
Attention.
Oh yeah, he knows magic.
Allez.
Your weapons are weak, old man. As is your morality, if you had any to begin with. Scum. That's all you are. Scum that should be on the bottom of my boot.
Laisse-moi faire. Ça va faire moi.
Ouais.
Je vais essayer.
I don't give a shit if he's got laser weapons and he's a boss. He's literally going to die. Like all the rest. These kids deserve the peace they earn. There's always some asshole. How's that saying go? There's always some fool who wants to rule the world.
세트 살루다란소 두세 톨카레
Chemin de kill.
수치테크론테
One down.
Préparez-vous.
Je suis prête.
Wrong choice.
On y va.
Déclenté.
Your weapons are gone. Again.
Ouais.
La grande Debia.
Je suis prête. Je suis prête. Ça va faire moi.
Stack some crits.
Je suis prêt. Je m'en occupe.
Oma Sararusa.
Nuts. It actually worked. Normally that attack only has a 50% chance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the clock.
Pourquoi? Je vais essayer.
Don't worry, I do pretty well under pressure. Not the best, but I do pretty well.
Je vais en finir. Oh.
Je suis prêt. Display.
Vive.
Sorry, Vanilla, you're on heal duty.
To the Tolkien.
Je m'en occupe.
Don't have time to play games.
Déclenté.
Nice.
J'y vais.
Déclenté.
Laisse-moi faire.
Got it.
Préparez-vous.
Je suis prête.
Your toys are a joke.
Laisse-moi essayer.
Nice! But sadly, Malt's not very accurate at hitting small targets. May! Come on, sweetie, don't let me down.
J'y vais.
We're on a clock here. Just need one or two of them to hit. Come on. Damn it!
Préparez-vous.
J'y vais.
Utilisation.
Je suis prête.
Got it! He's only got a little bit of health left. Come on, we gotta wrap this up.
Laisse-moi faire.
I shot May. That's my girl.
C'est pas fini. Fais.
If we use the Manor Garm, we don't get any experience. Swap them around. Nice shot, Sheena.
La grande bien.
Malt. Straight ahead. Right through the mouthpiece. One shot. Make it count. Nice. It's never too late. As long as there's life, there's hope. Now kill his ass! Got it.
Super.
Have a little faith. I'd expect nothing less from the heroes of Gasco. I suppose I have no choice but to play my trump card. Huh? Don't tell me you have some kind of trick up your sleeve. Come, Vanilla, it's time for your final lesson. Oma Salu Lusa. Uh-oh.
Vanilla.
Time to use what's in the box. Are you up to the task? Fuck! That's a good girl. Your mother and father would surely be proud. Stop her! Stop her! Those were happy days. This psychopath literally just admitted that he killed your parents. Could you not have happy flashbacks? What the hell? You always were my star pupil. You sick fuck. You used a child as a suicide weapon. If she's dead, you better hope that she's alive. Because if she's not, there is no hell or heaven or afterlife that will keep me from finding you. And you would best pray that you die quickly, because every other waking moment you live will be spent in absolute suffering. I may not have liked her that much, but she was a child.
Alerte. Explosion dans la salle des machines.
No shit.
Explosion probablement causée depuis l'intérieur du char. Dégâts considérables. Déplacement ou utilisation des tourelles impossible.
No. What have you done? I just sent her on a one-way trip back into the arms of her loving parents. I should have sent her off with them from the start. But at least this way she was able to be of some use to me. Well done, Vanilla. No. He's real. He's flesh and blood, but that's what makes it so disgusting. Would you all like a lesson too? Very well. Allow me to school you in the pure power wrought by a vengeance quenched. Farewell, noble heroes. Oh, we just got soul cannoned. What the fight? No, no, hold on. No, you can't. First of all, no. First of all, no. How? Okay. So, if he looked like that, he wouldn't have been as creepy looking. That's actually better. That's a better design. But still, you can't end a chapter like that. You just murdered an entire platoon of children. You murdered my platoon of children. The children I adopted. If this is supposed to be a flashback, maybe don't put a question mark. Huh? Is this Petite Mona? When did we get back here? Hey, Maud, what are you doing out here? It's not often I see you all by your lonesome.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. I have a feeling something really awful just happened, but I can't remember what. You must be tired. Village is fine, my boy. Go on and get yourself some rest. Where is everyone? Maybe someone around here knows. Are you looking for the other children? They mentioned they were headed for the cave on the edge of town. The cave? On the edge of town? I tried to stop them. Said it was dangerous, but they said something important was waiting for them there. Must be that cave. The place where it all began. I need to catch up to them. Odd place for you to have the market, but okay. Yeah, and just to prove the game's not over, I can still check the tank screen. So yeah, no. This is some kind of weird flashback. Chapter 11. Reverie. I should be near the cave by now. Where am I? Wait. I think I remember now. Yeah, we were fighting the Belanos. We didn't win, and everyone died. Damn it! My. You've certainly been through it, lad.
Huh?
Who are you? Who am I? Ah, I suppose I never properly introduced myself. I go by the name Maestro around these parts. Maestro. Like an orchestra conductor? Exactly right. And I'm here to conduct symphonies of hope and despair for you. You do realize we've already met, don't you? We've actually already met, if you can recall. Or maybe we haven't yet? Dear me. Let's not worry over the details. In any case, I'm here to bring you symphonies of hope and despair. Hope, in the continuation of this game and the fact that there will be a third one. Despair in the fact that Balan Wonderworld exists. What's that supposed to be? Good, you don't know. Even better.
Huh?
Hope and despair? What are you talking about? And what is this place? I suppose you're still not entirely used to this place. Or perhaps your memory's starting to falter. No, you're much
The
too
top
young.
hat man.
No, you're much too young for that. What you witnessed was a vision of a potential future. One in which you and your friends were defeated in battle and obliterated. A vision of the future. So it was all in my mind? What the heck are you talking about? The future is full of limitless possibilities. If the one you saw was less than desirable, why not just envision a new one? It could be a future full of hope, or perhaps one of despair even more tragic than the last.
As-tu courage?
The question is, do you have the courage to try again? I won't just let everyone die. I'll shape a future for all of us. That's the spirit, my boy. But if you've come this far, you might as well take the chance. I wonder, will you be able to do what you must?
Huh?
Do what?
Sister.
Speak with your friends. Let them guide you. Maybe the words that lie heavy on their hearts will provide the answers you seek.
Quoi?
What the... Where am I? Is this where I'm supposed to do what I must? Oh well. No point in worrying over that now. I just need to keep moving. Now, interesting thing. All of the characters are in their depressed states. All of them. Let's start with May.
May! Pas de soucis. Ouais! May!
Try my bestest.
Allez!
Hey, you're not a crybaby anymore, remember? You're the tough guy. You're the one that everyone turns to when they need a bit of comfort. You've been through it all, bud. It's funny. That's exactly what I said. He's a good guy.
D. Ouais.
Hey, D!
Merci. Oh.
Ouais! Huh?
Says the guy whose descendants are literally going to be responsible for creating the world of Little Bronx Tale? Or Little Tale Bronx? I don't think so. Also, I apologize I'm not reading any of this. I don't think it's necessary. I would rather the music just play and let the characters do the talking. Y'all have heard the voices. So, yeah.
Way!
Momo.
Way! Emerge! Huh?
Hey, Draconic! Draconic, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, Raiders. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, the Guardian of the Forest of Memories. Tonight we are playing FUGA Melodies of Steel 2. We're in the middle of a very emotional moment. Normally I read the dialogue, but I'm letting the characters do the talking right now. So sit back, relax, make yourselves at home. Thanks again for the raid, Nick. I appreciate it. If someone could give him a shout out, I would appreciate it.
Way.
He's lying. Zaruk is actually the Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand.
Poseidon quivers before me.
Way!
Mild.
D.
Ouais.
Way! Quoi? Ouais.
Marat. Messi?
Ouais!
Qu'est-ce qu'on est? Non.
Ouais. Ouais.
Oui. T'inquiète.
Eh.
Oui. Ouais. Ouais.
Ouais. Ouais. Oh, je vois. Oh. Ouais. Quoi? Hein? Mais non. Merde. Non.
Merci. C'est vrai? Oui.
Ouais. Quoi? Anna!
Pardon.
Yes, I am. I don't think I should be talking through this.
Huh? No. Shimon the cube. Wait. Huh? Cool? Shit. Merde. Wait.
You're there, aren't you, Maestro? That I am. I must say, it was quite interesting seeing your brilliant display of resolve. I hope you'll consider it a form of reward, but I took it upon myself to meddle somewhat with the past actions of your allies. I'm certain you and the Tyrannus will continue on your fateful whirlwind around the world.
Huh?
Me and the Tyrannus, I'm not sure what you mean. One last parting word. Consider this both advice and a warning. Every decision you make can result in either hope or despair. The choice between them is up to you. Or, as a more modern character has said recently, focus on your actions, not the outcome. They're the only thing you can control. In any case, I'm sure we'll cross paths again somewhere. Someday. Or maybe we won't. The choice is up to me. Ah, what?
Mart!
Mart! Mart! Mart! Mart!
Mart!
Mart!
Mart!
I love how Wappa was the only one who screamed at him. We thought you were dead. Well, technically I was for a minute. You all lost consciousness for a time. Did you hit your head, Malt? Does it hurt? Nap time's over. I'm just relieved to see you're all right. All right's a stretch. I've seen him in better shape. I missed my chance to draw on his face while he was asleep. Guess we better get ourselves back on track. Wake the fuck up! It's already noon! Get your life together! Where's Maestro?
Huh?
What's that? You still half asleep or something?
Huh?
Huh? I'm not really sure what I'm saying either. Right, Vanilla! Where's Vanilla? Took you long enough.
Huh?
Huh? Mr. Sleepyhead's finally opened his eyes. Vanilla.
Malte serra fortement les mains de Vanilla, laissant échapper une larme.
True friend, saved the souls of the crew in Chapter 11. Malt grasped both of Vanilla's hands firmly and a single tear slid down his cheek.
D'abord surpris par le geste de Malte, un sourire s'était installé sur le visage des enfants qui se faisaient des signes de la tête.
The children were taken aback by Malt's sudden actions at first, but their shock soon gave way to warm smiles and nods of affirmation. What's the big idea? You're embarrassing me.
Désolé.
Sorry, I can't quite explain it. I'm so happy you're here.
Bien qu'elle se plaignait, des larmes étaient visibles sur les joues de la jeune fille que Malte tenait encore fermement.
Though she was complaining, Vanilla clenched Malt's hands tightly, and before she knew it, her cheeks were also wet with tears. That's fine and all, but could you not get me all weepy like this? My bad. Could someone fill me in on our current situation?
Le Bélinos a quitté le périmètre après avoir mis le Tarnis hors de combat.
It couldn't fight back and it just let us go? I'm surprised he didn't flat out destroy us while it had the chance. Yeah, I can't even really remember what happened.
Leur souvenir de cet instant étant flou, les enfants préférèrent attendre les explications de Axe.
The children wondered aloud over the fuzziness of their memories and what had really happened, hoping Hax might be able to fill in the blanks.
L'énergie concentrée dans le bouclier a sauvé le Taranis de justesse.
Ah! Boosh! Got it.
Le plafond s'est ensuite effondré et le Bélinos a cessé l'assaut pour quitter le complexe.
Huh?
The roof collapsed. Does that mean we're trapped inside?
La zone est jonchée de décombres, mais je peux assurer une voie d'évacuation. Actuellement, toutes les fonctions sont concentrées sur le rétablissement des dégâts causés par l'affrontement. La réparation sera bientôt terminée et nous pourrons nous mettre en route.
That's a relief.
Ouais.
Right then. As soon as those repairs are finished, let's get out of here and find the Velenos. You've got to be kidding me. Why? It should be over. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop here. Why? Okay, sure. Sure, why not? More. Why not more? Fun fact, by the way, interesting thing, what you're looking at right now, this is half of the cover art for the game. Like, this is the right half. The left half was apparently only on, only comes on the physical version of the box, I think. Or it's unlocked later. But yeah, this is the right half of the picture. Okay, well, with that, we're going to have to call it here for now, everybody. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. Good God, this game is going to make me cry. Y'all didn't hear it, but I was crying throughout all of the characters coming to terms with everything. But yeah, that's going to do it. I think we're in the end game now. I don't know how many chapters are in this game, but I think we're getting pretty close. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful night tonight. No raid. So with that, I've been Zaruk Caller. It's been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you, and I hope to see you next time. And remember, as these kids have no doubt learned too, that the memories you make in life, good and bad, make you who you are. Don't trade them for anything. I love you all. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.